Welcome to the Weiss Schwarz market update for March 18, 2022. I didn't expect to do this video today. What I was actually expecting to do was this HoloLive trial deck one. I know it says Rent a Girlfriend, but this is HoloLive. In case you're wondering, this is what the trial deck will actually consist of. What I was actually thinking about a few weeks ago was, as the Japanese conference was happening, I was like, where is the English one? And I took a look at the date that actually happened on, and that was December 19th. Today is March 18th, and because of it, I don't know if we're going to be getting the conferences right. Today is a lot going on. I don't know if they're going to announce it today, but what they are doing, what Weiss Schwarz is actually doing, Bushiroad, whoever you want to say, they are pumping out news, because I was going to do that HoloLive video until I saw this. So what I saw here was introducing the Quintessential 2 Tournament Store Assist PR Pack to commemorate the release of Quintessential Quintuplets 2. And it's like, what? What do you mean Quintessential Quintuplets 2? You never told us there was going to be. Apparently now there's going to be a Quintessential Quintuplets 2, and it is out on the product page. Scrolling up above again, then we have the Attack on Titan Store Assist PR Pack. So there is going to be PR packs for Quintessential Quintuplets 2 and Attack on Titan. So a lot came out today, and if you're wondering what this is, then I'm just gonna go here. So out on the product page, there was a lot updated. You can see it right here. It is nuts. I didn't expect to see this morning when I woke up. So we have all of this stuff. We have this Tournament Assist PR campaign stuff going on. We got supplies set, Attack on Titan, Quintessential Quintuplets. Okay, we're gonna start out with the Tournament Assist PR Pack. So what the Tournament Assist PR Pack is, everything that we have hoped for in terms of assisting local tournament stores. So it literally says it right here. To better support our tournament stores that are pillars of their local community, we will be providing all tournament stores with special PR packs for promotional use with each release. Isn't that crazy? So instead of buying from like online places that don't really help out, or they, like they're just cheaper, undercutting or anything like that. Again, no disrespect to online stores, but Weiss Schwarz is at least, Bushiroad is at least throwing out their extras to help out these stores, which is really, really cool. So what is this? This explains what a tournament store actually is. They are authorized to run Bushiroad sanctioned tournaments and our events. You can find it from the latest list of tournament stores. I haven't actually checked this out. This list was always, the store list was always out of date when I looked, but I haven't looked in like 2 months. So let's see if that's been updated. I'll check that out myself later. How do I get the PR cards? Well, you can get them exclusive there. You can check with your local tournament stores on how they would be able to do that. If your store is not a tournament store, you can contact Bushiroad, and there you go. Otherwise, I didn't get this part. Otherwise, retailers situated outside of North America may contact local distributors for more information. North America, you're contacting this email. Outside, you're contacting the distributor. So I'm not really sure what that all means. Like, it's kind of weird. But hey, I don't know. All I know is there is going to be help for stores, which is what I've said for a while now. Just so you know, I've almost been doing this for a year now. Next Saturday is my 1-year anniversary doing Weiss Schwarz videos, and I'm in the planning stages of what I even want to do for that. So I'm not sure yet. But we got Mushoku Tensei as we showed, and then we have HoloLive as we've heard before and shown before as well, that will have these PR packs. So awesome move by Bushiroad. I think that's really, really cool of them to do that. What we got here next is our Attack on Titan Final Season Special PR Pack. Oh boy, this one's gonna hurt a little bit. You'll see why later. You'll see. Actually, I'm gonna bring that up. We're not even gonna. We're gonna get through this. Okay, so what we got here is Attack on Titan season, last season PR pack, and as you can see, there are 10 cards. When you buy from your store, this is what you're gonna get. See, so each pack on Attack on Titan Final Season Tournament Assist PR pack will contain four cards, 3 of them being normal and 1 foil. That means potentially all of these 10 cards will be foiled, and you're only getting one foil from one of these packs. Um, it's going to be a lot. They can be redeemed with the purchase of one box of the following product: Attack on Titan full season. So it's kind of interesting to me because it's like it's saying you only have to buy one box of this to get one of these PR packs, right? We know a case is 18. I'm not saying people just have money to buy a case of these for 18 of them, but potentially by buying a case of this, you should be able to get the full set. I think that's where I'm going with this. It's like you can get you're gonna get duplicates, right? But um, potentially you'll be able to fill out the whole actual collection by getting that. If any of these are playable, and shall see what that is, but I bet right now, what I'm thinking in my mind is when these previews come out, there's always people on Facebook that are looking and actually trying to figure out what these abilities actually are. It happens every time. And there is 2 3 2s on here. If I see that correctly, yes, there is 2 3 2s. Actually, you can kind of zoom in and see what it says. I'm not going to try right now, but I think you can actually read that. So we got announcements for that. But there is one other thing. I'm going to bring it up early. So we have the supply set. Interesting enough, we know Ruby supply set is actually doing really well. So, hey, why not? Let's do a supply set for Attack on Titan. And inside this Attack on Titan supply set is a deck case, that's normal. Sleeve, normal. 5 booster packs, normal. Oh boy, we knew this was coming. Each set will contain 4 random types, 3 normal, 1 foil of 10 types of exclusive PR cards. Does that sound familiar to you? Yeah, because not just about a second ago, I showed you that right here, this PR pack. So take a look at all these pictures that we got. And look at those pictures, exactly the same picture. So what's going to happen here is inside of the supply set, you will have that PR pack. So anybody that was thinking about Ruby, remember Ruby over here? Let me just show you Ruby. So we have Ruby over here that had these 4 exclusive foil PR cards. The regular foil where the regular PR cards were in the booster box. The supply set contained the foil version. That was the only way you were able to get them. And the supply sets did really well. I mean, you normally could get supply sets for $30. It went to 44. Promo cards were in the 20s. They were in the 40s at some point. So they were doing really, really, really well. But this time around, when it comes to Attack on Titan, the PR cards these supply set PR cards are actually the same one as the tournament one. So if you are one of those people like myself that does not have a local tournament store, you could get some of these supply sets. So it's interesting in a way that they're doing that. I'm like, does that hurt or help them at all by doing this? Because if you are buying from a tournament store and you have 18 of these, you buy a case of these and get 18, more than likely you should be able to get one of each, unless your luck really sucks. But does that mean the supply set will do as well? And I think it should, because the people that don't have a tournament store should be able to buy these if you're that huge of a fan of Attack on Titan. We also know that with this Ruby one, I showed you in a video, that you can actually shake this thing. You can shake it and see the PR card that was inside. But think about it this way, this one has 4 cards inside, so it's going to be really hard to identify which is actually inside. I mean, you possibly could, if the foil was on top, you could probably see it. If it was in the back, maybe. If it's in the middle, definitely harder. And you can see there, like the color variation on this, it might be harder to tell which one it actually is. So pretty cool they're doing that. I expect it to be, that $30 with Attack on Titan. These should totally sell. I think Attack on Titan's this last season has been doing really well. If you haven't checked out anime, like rankings and people, the love of this one's doing, Attack on Titan doing really, really well. Next one we got is Quintessential Quintuplets. This one's super nice. Same thing as before. There are 10 cards inside a PR pack. And if you look above here, we got 10 cards. And I think I would really hope this is the way, but we got 5 normal and 5 parallels. So what I'm thinking is that each one of these should be an actual, each one of these should be in the actual pack itself. Like I would imagine this is the normal and this is the foil. If that is not the case, then that'll be awful. But I'm hoping that is what is actually happening, that one of these equals one of the packs. One of the packs equals all 10 of these cards. And not that there's a normal variation in a foil, normal and a foil, because this in itself right here looks pretty good. But again, I could be wrong on that. I hopefully am not wrong on that. I think that would really suck. And to get this PR card, you will have to purchase 8 of the packs from the, wait, what? Hold on a second. This is what happens when I read this the first time. So what does it say? Why does it say it can be redeemed with purchase of 8 packs of the following products? The Quintessential Quintuplets and the Quintessential Quintuplets 2. It's saying like if you buy Quintessential Quintuplets 1, you can get a pack. I don't know if that makes sense to me. And by the way, oh no. Does that, something just dawned on me just right there. I know this isn't the best of videos and I'm not going to edit this, but the Quintessential Quintuplet, I had this page up because I was thinking about this. If you haven't noticed, the Quintessential Quintuplets, as I've always said, is going to be a good set. It got reprinted in Japan. If you haven't seen on TCG Player, Quintessential Quintuplets is running out. It is, I mean, there's 6 cases here, so someone's going to buy a case. I don't know if the sellers of cases are going to break them up, but you can see here when it comes to individual booster boxes, they are definitely decreasing. There is not as many of them available anymore. If you go out onto many stores online, you're not going to see too many of these left. So we are definitely getting to the end. To me, are they saying there's a potential for a reprint? I don't know if they are, but it's very odd that they would say by buying 8 packs of this, you're going to get that. So very weird to me that that's there, unless that's just some foreshadowing stuff that's about to happen. I don't know. Anyways, the Quintessential Quintuplets 2 makes sense. We'll see how this pans out. I'm gonna hope that the 10 that they're referring to is actually 10 of these, all 10 of these, and I think that makes sense to me because that would be really odd to have a normal and foil and a normal and a foil. That there's actually 20 of these. Okay, moving on. Quintessential Quintuplet. So there you are. That PR pack is going to bother me a little bit because we know what reprints actually do. I can only imagine what. I wish I had my box here with me, like to see what it says, but what a Quintessential Quintuplets 1 reprint would actually do. Do we even need one at this point? I don't know. This is very odd. This is a very odd morning. So Quintessential Quintuplets 2, I am pumped. Like on that last conference, I was hoping for it, but I kind of knew it was too early for it to happen. But Quintessential Quintuplets 2 happening. This is a not so normal release. What we have here is 100 type of cards and 100 parallels. That is a lot of freaking parallels. Now, I haven't looked at the Quintessential Quintuplets 2 when it came out in JP, so me saying that right now, that's pretty insane. Well, let me just show you for anybody that hasn't been around for a while. Let me just click on I could have just picked Mushoku. I'll pick Mushoku Tensei. Mushoku Tensei. Oh yeah. Okay, so you can see right here, 100 type of cards, 36 parallels, right? Quintessential Quintuplets. And again, I wasn't paying attention to the Japanese release of this as much, but this thing says 100 cards, 100 parallels. That's a lot of freaking shiny cards. I gotta go back and take a look at what all that is, because that is unbelievable to me that there would be that many. You know what? I'm just going to look right now. I can't. I can't. It's gonna bother me too much. Weiss Schwarz. Oh, might as well do this. We are gonna go out to the Japanese site. I really gotta know if that was actually true, unless this is a mistyping. There's no way it was mistyped, right? There's no freaking way that that was a misprint. It can't be. It can't. Where was number 2? Where my girls? Okay, they're there. No, that's right. 74 super rares? Holy crap. That is nuts. That is freaking nuts. Well then, I did not expect to see that this morning. Did not. I mean, it's kind of neat. Like you have this breakdown in the Japanese website, but we don't get as many of these nice kind of what is it, previews on the actual product page as the JP version has. I'm not dissing the English side. It's just you seemingly get more information. Maybe the English side doesn't get all this information beforehand, right? But we don't have as like you get all these pictures too. It's pretty nice. But holy crap, this is gonna be expensive. I did not realize this. 74 super rares, 6 triple rares, 10 OFRs, 5 Hanayomi rares, and 5 SSPs. Wait. I hate that. There's no SPs. These are overframe rares. I'm kind of like with the people that said I've talked about it before with the overframe rares. I don't really like them being a thing. Like they're nice cards, but at the same time they're taking spots that SPs could be at. And instead of having an SP, we have an overframe rare. And if I didn't see, again, I said I didn't see the quintessential quintuplets too, but if it was like Sword Art Online or Data Bullet where there was 3 of these exact same cards over and over and over again, or 2 of the same, it really doesn't do much for me. It doesn't. Like I'd rather have an SP with a different design on it than an overframe rare, unless the art is different. If the art's different, great. But if not, then I don't really care for them. So Quintessential Quintuplets though, August 5th, onward to Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan comes out on August 26th. There are 5 SPs, Aaron, Mikasa, Armin, Levi, and Rainer. So not unexpected. This will be your final crack at it as this is the final season. I know we've had 1 and 2. We're missing another one, but this is what we get. So anybody out there that wanted more Attack on Titan, congratulations on that. We knew that this was coming out, and here it is. There is something important to point out with this booster box. It's kind of crazy how like there's all these different things happening, variations, right? Quintessential quintuplets, 100 parallels. This thing, important to note, 2 of 7 exclusive PRs in every display box. What that to me could possibly mean is reprints. Again, this could be just me guessing at this, but I'm thinking it's reprints. Maybe Armin's. That might be the one that be showing up. But, you know, we saw that with Slime, where there was reprints of the mask inside of volume set 2. 2 of 7 seems different because normally you get 1 PR card, so there's going to be 2 of them in there this time around. And being that this is a special set, kind of like coming out, we have 4 rubber playmats instead of the normal 1 stitch playmat. So important to note that as well. It's kind of nice. It really is nice that I think with Attack on Titan, how it's picked up since the big boom in the collector market and card market in general and Weiss in general, that people that wanted Attack on Titan paying ridiculous prices for booster boxes, they'll be able to get in this time around, and 4 rubber playmats will be included. I hesitated a little bit because normally what stores used to do is they would if you bought 4 boxes, you would get a playmat because back in the day there was 16 booster boxes in there. And I'm like, we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to play judge here and see what we're gonna do here because um, 4 doesn't divide evenly into 18. Maybe we're gonna have to slice up Matt in half and give it to somebody. Maybe that's how it's going to happen. But up to the stores to do. I know some don't do that. Like some will just sell all 4 instead of giving it out. So if you're gonna buy from a store, make sure to check out what their policies on that because if you want a playmat, then you could pre-order it ahead of time instead of hoping that they would give it to you. Some stores will, but being that there's only 18 of these and that doesn't divide equally, you're gonna run into it. But again, not everybody buys 4. Maybe someone buys 1. So maybe that's how that would all work out. Okay. We have one more item here for Attack on Titan. That will be the trial deck. Trial deck has 2 SPs this time around. Nothing crazy happening in this one. We got 20 types of cards, 7 parallels. You have Gabby and Falco. Let me just see. As I say this, 7 parallels. Does that make sense? Yeah, that makes sense because it's SPs, SRs. Normally there's 2 SRs, 2 SPs, so that's 4, and then 3 triple rare 7. So that makes sense to me. Okay, back in the day, didn't break it out. Let me just go. Let me go one more. Let's see. Danmachi. Let's see. That should be right though. Yeah, 8 parallels. Danmachi has 8 parallels. So Attack on Titan with 7. That seems right. Nothing funky going on there. Okay, so that is everything for Attack on Titan. This is nuts. Okay. So when it comes to the project schedule. Just so everybody knows, what we got coming up here is Bang Dream Premium, which is not that big of a thing. We got Surprise Set Data Bullet, which is finally coming out. I already bought that a long time ago, so I don't have to worry about that. Hololive, great. Already got Hololive. We got Fate Grand Order Camelot. June 17th, but there's this May thing missing. We assumed, or at least not assumed, but we heard that the reprints for Slime and Nazarick were happening in March. But at this point, they're probably not coming out until May. So we have this gap that Tokyo Revengers was removed out of, but this is perfect timing to squeeze those reprints in. So more than likely, we're going to see those reprints in May. Danmachi, we got that July 15th, and then Tokyo Revengers July 29th. You gotta be kidding me. I didn't notice the dates till now. You have Quintessential Quintuplets August 5th and Attack on Titan August 26th. This is insane. Look at this timing. Is that right? There's no way that's right. Why? August 5th, July 29th, August 26th. That's insane. That August. Why? Sorry, I'm saying this because I don't know what the deal is, but I don't know who's pushing these schedules. And I think part of it is realistic dates. We want realistic dates because this seems like we all know that there's this whole delay in everything right now, right? We don't have enough of certain stuff to make things, right? Did you see Ford? They're sending out, I think the Broncos without chips in it because they don't have enough chips to make these vehicles completely. So they're just sending them out and they're like, we're going to IOU you a chip for your vehicle. I think it was something about the rear air conditioning system and something else. So they're putting those out. So getting stuff, everything costs more. There's delays. But to announce that Tokyo Revengers is July 29th and Quintessential Quintuplets August 5th, I think it's one of those ones that's like, we all understand there's delays, but you don't have to shove these schedules in there. And again, this could be made by somebody else. It more than likely isn't like the people working in the offices at Weiss Schwarz English side it could be somebody, but we're good with delays. Just don't do this. August 5th. This just seems insane. From everything that's been happening, that it's pretty insane to say that you're gonna have a Tokyo Revengers release, a full release into a booster box, and then another one with supply set, trial deck, and booster box. Oh, by the way, all these have PR cards as well. I mean, the PR cards for stores have been delayed already. We know this. There's people that have run stores or go to stores, and their PR cards are late. So to do all this, it's very, what is it, bold. You are a glass half full kind of guy is what's actually happening here. If you believe this schedule will actually hold on, which I have zero faith in. Jeez, that is crazy. I mean, if they pull it off, you know, credit to where it belongs, but that's insane. Okay, anyways, moving on. So Ruby supply set, I jumped ahead on some of these. Okay, so product schedule, I think that's good. Let me just go back to Facebook. I'm just gonna hit refresh one more time as this stuff is ever changing. Yeah, okay, that was it for right now. That was it when it comes to announcements. Jeez, crazy morning. I was gonna, man, that HoloLive. I was doing that HoloLive thing, and I'm like, okay. All right, next thing we got is Mushoku Tensei. I want to just talk about Mushoku Tensei because it's very interesting on what's happening here with the supply of stuff. So we know the trial deck is going to be insane because the trial deck has that Roxy in it. So what we have here, 349, just ridiculous. And then we have, so don't look at this booster box. That doesn't include shipping. But let me just open it. It's a $65, but that's without shipping. So if you see, add in the shipping there, what is that? We got, can't do math in the morning, $71. We had $71 on this booster box, and there is 12 listings. It's been a giant tug of war of supply and demand. I will tell you that watching it all week, it made me all nervous, but there is one thing going on that hasn't been fully not everybody's got their stuff yet. That's truly what's happening. Not everybody's got their stuff. If you go out to Facebook or Reddit, you will see about the trial decks. You will see a nice gentleman standing against a giant, not giant mountain, I guess like a little hill of boxes. I think a mountain would be like Rudy level, right? With all them boxes like towering above him, that's a mountain. What he has is a hill of actual trial deck cases. There's two of the 48 inside of that one big box. So he said it's already been sold out, like it's already for his customers, but there is a lot more Roxys out there in the world. There's a lot more product in the world. I am still not having all of my stuff yet, so it's just insane to me thinking about this right here. I really wish, by the way, that Roxy was on this one. Screw Rudy, right? You know, like, imagine this box with Roxy on it. I think that would have been a heck of a lot nicer, but I haven't even gotten all my product yet. I haven't gotten all my trial decks yet. I haven't gotten any booster boxes yet, none, because it is still trickling out. That hose has not fully opened yet, and we are waiting for all of our product. But because of that, because of the slow trickle, what we're having to see then is we are not able to actually get all of the boxes, and I would say with the demand on this thing, like people buying it, it's holding that level in the 70 just because there's not that giant flooding of product as they normally are. This happened with Magic the Gathering. Anybody familiar with Magic the Gathering know that this is actually a tactic that I don't want to say this is no one's come out and actually said it like officially from the company. But what we all believe as customers is that is a tactic that they slow trickle out products so that there's like this fake, not fake demand, but there is a demand, but at the same time it holds a price level. And at the same time, this is happening with Mushoku Tensei. If there was a flooding like normally happens with product, this thing would be down there, but it is not because there is not that flooding. You know, they're able. I don't think they tried this, but because of these delays, it's actually holding the price in the 70s versus being in the 60s as it would right now. With the trial decks, there you can see with that picture what I'm illustrating to you is there's more product coming. There's going to be a ton of people that are going to be opening that thing and getting rid of the bad trial decks or the open trial deck. So if you don't have a trial deck and you need the cards from them, again, I would say you might want to buy the singles if you just want to play with this. If you want to have the whole trial deck, maybe buy an open one when more of these hit the market. But again, if you haven't seen that picture, Facebook, Reddit, you'll see them. You'll see exactly what I mean. Count up the amount of boxes in there, multiply, and you'll find out the number of trial decks that will probably be showing up. And that's just one person. That's one store. So just think about how many other people like myself that have not, I'm not a store, but other people that have not gotten their product. There's going to be some coming out there. So because of that, why I really want to say this is because I know people are worried about these double rare prices. There's people out there that want to play a specific deck, and they haven't been able to get these cards yet because they haven't bought a playset or they haven't bought singles. You're waiting for the singles to go down. And as you can see here, it's still holding up. But the one thing going for it that didn't happen last week was you should see this listing number. Back then, you know, it just came out. People don't have their product. This thing said 4 or 5 listings. This thing is 27 on Roxy, 24 on Rudy, and Ghislaine we got 26. So eventually, with the more product coming out, definitely people are going to start undercutting each other. I've already seen it happen on some of this, where the undercutting is beginning or has been happening all week. And there's people that weren't undercutting that I see now undercutting. So it is starting to happen, and now that we're getting the product, I definitely think that this is going to pick up soon. If not, again, try, if you are worried that you can't actually get these cards for a reasonable price, check Facebook. There are people that are asking, and there's people that are selling playsets out there. It's still a thing, so I really wouldn't worry about it too much. Okay, triple rares. Triple rare is very interesting as well. We have, I guess you see, this is the big one, Eris's request, and that is $33. I thought she sold out at one point, and then there was more product, but you could see how the numbers ranged over time. It's just going up and up, and again, it's more like max rarity. People want to get that, or at least have one, and this is going to be the deck of, Standby seems to be the deck of choice. You know, we got choice pants, but Standby seems to be the one. And Eris's Seductive Invitation. So we got this one as well. This one has sold out now. This thing was in the 35 to 39, I believe. Yep, 35 opening day. Went to 39 at some point. And then I didn't see the 39, but I was pretty sure. Yeah, there it is, 39. So $40, and then 37 is what it landed on. Now completely sold out. So this set is definitely getting opened up a lot. You can see just by double rares and just how many counts of SRs, triple rares we got here. It's getting opened, and that's not even the end of it because, like I said, more supply coming. SPs as well, interesting. We knew Rudy wasn't going to be like the best one ever, and he's not. People really don't care for it. I'm just looking at these Rudy cards, and for a second there, I'm not even joking, I thought this was all the same card. Maybe something about him, but the cards kind of look the same. They kind of look, I know there's a difference. Right here we got this border, he's pointing out his staff. This one's he's kind of holding the staff and there's not that border. And this one is no staff, I get it. But something about it makes me just think it's all the same. So there's no sales on on this Sophie. So a couple of them don't have sales. They're doing relatively okay. We'll see what happens with more supply coming out, what's going to happen to this Roxy with people looking to sell. A lot of the sales, again, just happen on Facebook. So if you're not on Facebook, on the global group, on the NA group, you need to join that because that's where you're going to find the deals outside of TCG Player. I know there was someone saying that there was a Roxy sold on eBay. I don't know. I I again don't really believe. I think this whole SP is all the way up there for me personally. I think the SP is up there partially because of the lack of product being coming out at the same time. I think we'd be in a different situation right now if the product would have all been there at the beginning for everybody to open at the same time, because there'd be that whole undercutting. Literally everything I just said about the double rare applies to the SPs as well, because you would have that getting rid of it. Like this Galena here. This is what I showed you on like day 1 or day 2. Day 2 of this product coming out, 110 on this Galane. People normally do that to get rid of it to undercut everybody else, or this person just didn't know the pricing of it and didn't value this card as it should have been. But no matter what, this 180 looks okay. Like when I look at this on March 11th, 180 seems okay as to what normally would happen. But because of the slow trickle of product, it's holding a number higher than it normally would because not all the products out there yet. And that to me is literally what's happening in this case. Okay. I think that's everything. Let me just check Facebook one more time. I don't want to miss anything. Okay, that should be it. I think as I'm doing this video, people on Facebook or Reddit or something must be like, oh my God, look at all this news that's happening. But myself as well included. What we got going on then is coming up. HoloLive information. The HoloLive trial deck one is going to be information for new people and a little bit for, I guess, people that have been around. If you don't know what's in the actual trial decks, I'll be showing that. I'll be doing a booster box one. I don't know about the buy and invest. It should be pretty easy, but I'll see if I'm probably going to do it. The breakdown of the different generations and all that. We got, I say we, but it's more like me. I got Rebirth for You coming out, obviously. I got D4 DJ and we got Konosuba. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to open the Konosuba before opening the D4 DJ at this point, since Konosuba is coming out. I did get notice that the Konosuba stuff is flying pretty quickly when it comes to Rebirth for You. It's actually cool that Konosuba is having that effect on Rebirth for You. I also, like I said, I have my 1 year anniversary of YouTube Weiss Schwarz videos coming up. It's going to be, I don't know what I'm going to do for it yet. I'm meeting my boss next Friday, ex-boss, to hang out with another coworker, because we meet every now and then, just to say hello and we're alive and how's everything going. And then she's down to do something. I'm not sure what I want to do with her yet. And then niece may be coming over next week as well to help me celebrate this, so it should be fun. I in my mind I was like, I wish I could make it live, like make a live video on the anniversary day, but I'm not really sure if that's gonna work out. I have to plan all this. Oh, and by the way, I saw Jujutsu Kaisen last night. I don't know if any of you saw that, but super good. If you watched it, let me know. I enjoyed it. It was everything I thought it would be. I like 86 better. I'll say that last episode, 86 over that Jujutsu Kaisen, just because that 86 that last episode definitely looked like a movie. They hit you with so much anime, like technique, like high quality anime and symbolic meaning in 24 minutes or something. If you don't know what I mean, you just gotta watch that last episode. It is insane what they did in that anime. It's amazing. It's amazing what you do with a lot of time and people supporting you, what you can make something look like or do. We got all that coming up, and that is everything. So I know this video was kind of a mess. I didn't expect to come out this way, but with crazy news comes crazy times, and me just making a video. Anyways, it's Friday. I can't wait to end my week and just enjoy the weekend. It should be a lot of fun. My brother's doing a a baby celebration party, so that would be really cool too this weekend. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice to just relax. I'm actually almost done with all my work. It's great. I was actually sleeping 6 hours this week. It's amazing what you can do with 6 hours of sleep every night. But it's good. I'm all good. I need to work out. But I only have 40 minutes to work, and I need to do this video, put it up. So this is the end of the video when I get to ramble. So hopefully you enjoy that. Anyways, it's Friday. As always, have fun, be happy, and don't spend anything outside of your budget. Have a good one.